Yeah. I'm back, y'all. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to get over here and say this. Y'all don't have to come in here because I know y'all like, oh yeah, bitch, you is the troll and the instigator. When I came over here, right, and things, see, what y'all fail to realize about YouTube is things happen very, very quickly. Okay, but see, I already know that. The mess, the not even I'm not even talking about I'm talking about just the raw mess. The mess will happen so quick, right? And that's something that I know, right? It only take one live stream, it only take one open panel to change a narrative. Okay. And see what's happening is but really this been happening in this space, in this conscious sector, right? In this little land of consciousness in our little section of YouTube, what's really been happening is the sector keeps splitting up based off mess, based off talking points, based off people own little cliques or whatever. But when it comes down to my situation and stuff like that, I cannot control Black Sun platform, yo. I can't help the fact that he gave me a slot on his show and that during the streams where Dark Side come brown here, that they want me to hop on the panel. Y'all seeing how I said, hold on, Black Sun asked me to come up here. During that last live stream, I didn't want to hit the link. When Dark Side come around here, I don't want to hit the link. But if people ask me for not even just technical difficulties, just to say my own opinion, I cannot help it. I cannot help that and personal shit get thrown on YouTube. I can't help the lies as far as down the Black man is that is concerned, but even as my life as a troll, because when I came on to Black YouTube and I seen all these trolls and people trying to make people mad in different various and different forms of ideologies, the different talking points and teaching points and stuff like that. Um, you have some trolls that claim that they trying to wake the people up and they do have some type of agenda, right? Some type of secondary agenda. Like, yeah, I want to make people mad, but I also want to make you think, right? This is part of the YouTube culture or whatever. People use trolling as a way to teach people, right? Trolling is really a way for you to become a better conversationalist, if you really want to be honest with you. Well, that's what I got from it, okay? But because it really opened my mind, because instead of just trying to argue with these people, you have to understand like they want a reaction out of you. You feel what I'm saying? And there's a whole lot of that going on YouTube. And that's why when I first started hitting Black Sun panel, I asked a question. I said, well, what do we do about the niggerism that comes into these intellectual debates about politics and history? And they rather serious, but you got some people that want to bring the mess. Do we have tough skin, or do we just get to the niggerism? I think people is really disturbed, because I'm not going to be messy in this live stream. I'm going to just say real shit. I think people is disturbed that I question that. I question people's sore loser energy. You feel what I'm saying? I question people's true intellect. I tested people's really need for mess. Cause you don't really know. There's no way to measure it because all the BS just comes on YouTube and stuff like that. And so that's why I say, well, when you look at the B sector, Black sector, and conscious sector is all interwoven so much. That's just basically just Black YouTube, and I think we forget about it. Okay, because a lot of the people that was from the conscious sector, they said, well, y'all dragging me, I might as well go to the beef sector. And that in the beef sector, you got doxing, you got people plastering your pictures everywhere. Really, people do that in the Black sector too. Just post people pictures everywhere. And I never did stuff like that. I'm not going to dox nobody. I'm not going to lie on nobody and say all this other stuff. But this whole narrative that I inserted myself, motherfucker, I already was prepared for that. I already was prepared for it. But when I'm really looking at it, it's really phony. That's why I'm happy that Black Sun let anybody on. Black Sun is such a real ass nigga. The people that's trashing him, he's willing to let on his platform. And y'all keep being mad at me because I got my own story. Y'all need to take that up with him. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all need to take that up with him. I couldn't understand it. Even after I got my little admin position, I seen him offer Sister Noble a platform on a little time slot on his show. I said, for real, she be dragging you for Phil, but I got it. I was able to lay that shit out and they able to move on. Well, I don't really know. I haven't been on her page in forever. I don't really know what she's talking about the situation. But based off what I heard from Yanga and Black Sun, everything is everything and they cool, right? She moved on. Y'all can't find that type of peace. You can only find that type of peace through trolling. And it bring people out and it make people, but I don't want to hear this shit about I'm not peaceful and all that other shit. It's really some fucked up talking points out there. That's why I say y'all too used to the conscious sector and to y'all too used to y'all own little island, and y'all forget that it's people like the Manosphere out there, it's divestors out there that talk about who want to really spread the message of killing Black babies based off their own gender. Ain't nobody do nothing to them or nothing. You got the Manosphere running their mouth. You got some people in the Manosphere that's so deep they'll say, "Oh, never believe the bitch, never believe," like, you know, when she say that dealing with sexual assault and stuff like that. And no matter how old that woman is, too, it's just like they be like, "Oh yeah, she got touched on. Where was her fucking parents? Fuck that little bitch." That's what I heard. That's why when motherfuckers want me to condemn Black Sun for some of his views, I'm like, no, y'all ain't really hear no real toxic shit yet. Y'all never really explored YouTube yet. I sat on a panel with a dude. I thought he was cool as shit. Come to find out, he was denying that his daughter was his after he got the test results that said he's 100% the father. Or whatever the percentage, you know how them tests go. He said, that's not my daughter. Why? Because he had 2 sons. He will take care of the sons, probably do the bare minimum for that. And he's talking about he don't want to take care of his daughter because it came out a girl. But you're mad. But you didn't even, what you so mad for? That's not even a Black woman. You had a biracial daughter, which a lot of y'all niggas, a lot of them niggas talk about over there, or at least when a biracial, they'll put it out there. So I'm like, y'all really ain't hear no ignorance for real. Ain't nothing really ignorant. Ain't nobody over here get doxxed. Ain't nobody over here get lied on, said that they was a pedophile. And like motherfuckers want me to lie and say that this man is a pedophile. They paying me behind the scenes. You can't pay me enough to tear down a Black man like that and say that he a pedophile when he came here and abused me. Me and this person never even laid down and had sex. So of course it's easy. That's why I got my receipts. That's why I was receipted up. People like, oh, you messy. You been one of this or whatever. And it's just like, well, y'all need to tighten up anyway. If a lot of people get into that, think that that's a talking point for a lot of these spaces after you just do a whole bunch of insults out. Oh, you being bitter. You being I can be bitter if I want, bitch. The fuck you know. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Y'all have this talking point that Black women that divested, if they were dark skinned with very African features, the Black community probably trashed her and called her ugly. That's why she's not gonna let a Black man touch her. Do you know what that is, motherfucker? You know who say shit like that? Taz exclusives. Somebody that you can't stand. More hypocrisy, bitch. Come on now, I've been in and out of these sectors and I see what the fuck is happening. People stop coming in the comments talking about, oh, we should let them talk because we know what happened. Motherfucker, I was there too, behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, and I seen shit play out on YouTube. Let's stop the fucking lies. All these fucking lies about it's personal and shit like that. No, what's personal is the shit that motherfuckers got going on where they try to say this man is a pedophile and I try to stop it. And instead of motherfuckers giving me the closure that I so deserve, motherfuckers just cut me off. And you don't think that I'm gonna bring out this shit for the until I feel vindicated? Bitch, go ahead. You're just gonna have to shut the fuck up, and maybe I'll shut the fuck up, but one of us gonna have to do it, and it won't be me because I don't owe nobody shit. I did a lot of shit for Blue. I did a lot of shit for all y'all. I did a lot of shit for you, Lex, and now you don't fucking know me. All right, cool. And here's the whole thing, bitch. I don't give a fuck about being known as a bitch that inserted herself. Let's go. You're not going to scare me. You're not going to shut me the fuck up. You're not going to silence me. You're just going to have to keep begging Black Sun to stop, to let me off the platform. And really, you hyping him up to let me on here because you keep being disrespectful to this platform. Keep saying they only let me on here because they incels, basically. Motherfucker, all the drama that's wrapped around Black Sun and this channel is dick and pussy games. So what incel shit is you talking about? What's up, Lions Den? So what incel shit is you talking about? That shit is phony. You still throwing shots. And that's why instead of just stopping, like if I'm saying, if you completely stop, at least for a week, motherfuckers be able to see like, oh, GTO still running her mouth. That's fine. You're not even going to try to paint that narrative. You can't do it. It's so much double talk in your speech, in it, in everything that you say, all the panels that you have from your behavior. Lex, come on now. I can't help that I got that I got shit off the back end too. We on your fucking neck. That's why since the beginning, since I came on here, I've been on y'all neck. And y'all mad about it. And I said, well, fuck it. I'm just fuck it. If I can't help y'all, then I don't know what the fuck. Like you talking about I put spell work on y'all. I made that clear. I ain't put spell work on no fucking body over here. Stop even you threatening to put spell work on me, nigga. Over a disagreement. I don't even play shit like that. My spirit mother had to tell me like they all phony. They all of them not built out like that. They all lying. Can't even meditate for 5 minutes. Y'all not even built like that, nigga. And see, it disturbs people that can't handle that type of smoke or whatever. It looks bad, but I really don't give a fuck how it look at this point. It's been looking bad. It's been looking bad. As you can see, Rio came up here and laid that shit out, that this is a pattern. Motherfuckers don't like, cults don't like when you able to bring out they patterns. Now, like, and the reason why I fired up this live stream, because I said, hold on. So you think I'm going to stop because you said I'm inserting myself? Are you really trying to get me to turn up even more? Motherfucker, you the instigator. Motherfucker, you the troll. But guess what? I'm going to keep it cute, just like how I've been doing. You want me to flip. You want me to answer some of them emails and fire up my own live stream on my own page and really call this man a pedophile just cut off your nose to despite your space type shit. You willing for Blue to get dragged like that. That's why you keep trying to provoke me. But I'm gonna continue on. And guess what? Whenever the fuck I want to get on here and drag, whenever I want to get on here and drag, I will do that. But I don't care like that, yo. At the end of the day, you mad because you my main target. You mad because you on my shit list. But the only reason why you on my shit list because you keep posting about me. You changed your whole YouTube name to Lex the Evil Witch Hunter. Like, what are you talking about, sir? Hunt who? You're whack. I'm never gonna stop being quiet. See, I'm gonna just leave off with this because I ain't gonna be on here long because I know Yang gonna go live in a few hours, but I'm gonna just leave off with this. You can't stop me. Okay? You cannot shame me. You cannot make me feel crazy. When I first got on here, right, and I was fucking people up in debates and stuff like that, they was mad. And I'm not even talking about debates like how Solar do, or even on the Lions Den. Shout out to Lions Den in the chat. I'm not talking about formal debates. I'm talking about we were just on an open panel chopping it up. They got mad because I had a certain way that I would help them see the red pill talking points and the divested talking points and make them, you follow what I'm saying? Basically try to make them understand like, hey, y'all basically saying the same thing in this way. And they lied on me, said I was on crack and da-da-da-da. I don't even know what crack looked like in real life, y'all. I only seen it on TV. They only said that because when I used to go live, I would smoke grass all the time when I would go live, right? And you can hear me smoking on my live. You know what I'm saying? So they turned around and said that. And I was like, at first it made me mad. Then I had to let it go, right? Then they said a whole bunch of other BS. You know what I'm saying? They said I was a prostitute and stuff like that. And I said, what? Because I had a talking point that I said is prostitution is dangerous for women, and y'all promote when y'all basically try to sugarcoat it by putting this sugar baby your daddy shit in there, and then y'all try to make it seem like nobody have to give up no coochie. I said that's a lie, and that's the danger to for young black women to hear it, and it got so bad. Women was basically trying to create a talking point that they would try to promote that to their daughters. It's hard to explain, but basically, this woman was basically ready to say that she would promote being a sugar baby to her daughter, and they kind of like lured her into the conversation. So because she damn near is a divester or whatever, but I don't know. At the time, I didn't know how deep in she was. When I got up there and I tried to help her, or this is on an open panel, I tried to help her and diffuse the situation because I didn't want them to say that this girl would sell her daughter and all this other shit. That's me being a Geno takeover, trying to take up for the black woman. And she basically told a lie on me and said that I was a prostitute. So I said, I never judged black women that was a prostitute. I said, y'all lie about the dangers of that occupation, and it's not even that serious. So I was just like, where did they took it that far. That wasn't the only time they do that, but it was just like a compilation of different things. But the last thing that really was the straw that, broke the camel's back, whatever the hell they say. My friend, like I said, and I tell the story all the time, he got doxxed and he had an egregious charge and nobody ever knew that he had a charge. He had touched on a little boy when he was a little boy. Now, as a grown-ass man, you already know that's still weird as fuck. I would still shun the fuck out that child, even kick that child in the chest if it came near mine. But it came out, and he been on YouTube for years, and, he had his own little viewers and stuff like that. So the fact that I was over there, people took that on me, right? And I didn't like that. At some point, people try to put that charge on Blue just to spite him. You understand what I'm saying? And try to get me to stay away from him. But I knew that wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, if that was the case, then you wouldn't have him around your kids and you would have put out a report. And if you don't, then that means you're a piece of shit. So I said, I ain't going for that. You just saying anything. And you're really supposed to be talking about my homeboy Rudell. But that situation came out and they tried to say, oh, they took an old clip of me on a panel with him and they said, oh yeah, she trying to take up for him. You feel what I'm saying? And after that, I was like, y'all try to socialize. After I stopped going over there, y'all really try to say that about me? Like, people be damned if you will, damned if you won't, right? Because I really did. And I cussed him out because I didn't know about his charge. Listen, just how everything started to come out, because when you dock somebody, right? Sometimes you might just have a name or whatever. They just had his name. So it's like they put out bits and pieces of the doxing. So the way it started coming out, more and more of it started coming out that he did it. He actually originally lied and said, oh, they blamed it all on me when everything went down. So I don't know if y'all ever used one of those sites where you look up somebody's information, but when I went in and I deadass looked up the information, my bank kept blocking that website, right? So I went in everybody chats and kept telling people like, hold on, y'all, it might be some BS because my credit card is blocking that website and it might be a scam. Yo, come to find out, everybody went on the website, showed from StreamYard, them going on the website, and it worked for certain people. Man, after that shit came out, my homeboy told me to go on different people's chats and dox him himself because he was like, I don't want nobody ever come in my chat that don't rock with me or hit my panel. Right? That was the last thing I did for him. I stopped going over there because it's just awkward now. Like, nigga, you used to be the main one running your mouth about don't call a black man a pedophile, but whole time you got an egregious ass charge. I'm not going to say he had a pedophile charge, but he had something that was of that nature that was still sick. And everything that he did to that baby was on his charges. You could see it. He was 12, the baby was 6. And certain talking points that he had was taboo. I went at him for that. This is before he got doxxed. So I'm like, defend what? Defend who? That shit. This is before. Now, when all this went down, this is before I met Doodoo. You feel what I'm saying? This is before I met Blue. And how do I put this? Nothing that me and him go through, any narrative y'all try to spin about this situation, I just want y'all to know that I've been broke from that situation. There's no been associated with somebody with that type of charge, and just knowing it made my stomach churn, just knowing that all the different type of conversations I would have, we would talk for hours on the panel. That's creepy. Right now, I had to let it go because I'll never forget when everything was going down. One thing that he said was, nigga, y'all trying to make this point about, oh, I would never, y'all could never come around my kids and all this other stuff. And da-da-da. Who's letting anybody off YouTube watch their kids, especially this nigga? And so at the end of the day, we say we can turn off the computer and stuff like that, you know? I think that's what people forget. So when Lex made the comment about, oh, GTO is the type of black woman that get black men killed, what did I do wrong? How do I get somebody killed just telling my story? How? You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said, you cannot silence me. You can't provoke me into doing something out of control or whatever. I told my story. I was I didn't really expose no text message. I mean, I did on my community tab. I ain't even gonna hold you. I got messy as shit on my community tab, but I deleted it. You feel what I'm saying? Where, and then on top of that, the people who really go in on Blue will share that and will laugh at it. So what is you? So I'm doing something wrong. Oh, because those other people he laugh at because they lie. He not going to share what I say because it's the truth. Oh, because it messes up your little code. Oh, that's all it is. You not bothering me. Like I said, YouTube has numbed me because people would just say anything. So I just wanted to give that forewarning. Keep my name out your mouth, and then this will stop. But I know this only going to provoke you to not stop. But I'm just telling you, as soon as you stop, I'll stop. And Black Sun and Yanga knows that. Like only reason why Blue even came up in that live stream was because Real was talking about the situation, because you say, acting like he so left somebody. He left the whole Soul Law situation. But I'm like, okay, even if he did, y'all peoples over there in Dark Side, y'all didn't show up for certain battle raps that he had set up for y'all so y'all can have more of an opportunity. But that's just my opinion, looking at it from the outside in. Y'all act like people can't do that. You don't have to. You can see the way stuff play out, certain patterns and stuff like that. If I can sit here and say, oh, the same thing happened to me, it's nothing really that I need to fucking know. I didn't have to fucking be there because I experienced it, because history repeats itself. You want to know why? Because fuck niggas had the same pattern. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again the same way. What do Lex do? Do the same thing over and over and over again the same way, and then wonder why his channel's stagnant. Why the fuck is you hunting down this man Rio over a battle rap league? That whole time you don't even take serious. You'll take down the battles, then put it on Patreon. Then when don't nobody buy the Patreon, you put them back up on YouTube. Then you keep changing your YouTube name. Can't nobody find you. You was getting over 60 people in your chat. If you kept going, because the way YouTube go, all you gotta do is keep going live, and you already had your own little following. You was getting 60 in your chat, sometimes close to 100. As you keep going, instead of keep stopping and doing something else and trying to get membership money and all this other stuff, you'll just get the super chat money and the money from the AdSense or whatever, because your channels is monetized. You didn't have to keep taking down your videos, but every single time Rio even breathe, you got to come around talking about he took what from you. Make it make sense, sir. You don't never post nothing on your YouTube pages. That's how we know you is a liar. Once again, another lie. You're not in these battle rap trenches like that to keep every single time you see this man keep telling that lie that he took what from you. The fact that motherfuckers have rap battles on Zoom, you're not the first nigga to do that. You keep saying online rap battles, and then when I came up on the panel to make it clear that you're talking about Zoom or StreamYard, you still got mad because that's not what you was trying to say. That's not, yeah, I'm talking about online rap battles. He took the idea. Nigga, even if that was the case, nigga, you still was too slow. We all use these goddamn platforms, StreamYard, Zoom, and stuff like that, so we don't have to cam up, because don't nobody feel like getting dressed up just to talk to y'all niggas. It's not that serious. And that's why, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say. A lot of live stream that I had did that I was gonna do, I had actually deleted it, if you don't realize it, because I had a live stream schedule about, is it cool to troll? Damien, get that out his hand for me. I was going to make a live stream call. Come on now, stop. I was going to make a live stream call. Is it anti-black? Is it cool? Is it funny? Is it okay? Can black people afford to troll being anti-black? Like, while we trolling, we acting like we anti-black, well, whole time we not, but we just want to make somebody mad. Like, can black people afford that type of conversation while we sitting here talking about how black people can't afford to have an Abrahamic faith? You find what I'm saying? As the basis of their spirituality, even if they believe in it in a mystical type way, which is you're a mystic or what you claim to be. But when that mysticism translates to other Abrahamic faith or any other spiritual pantheon that's not African, you feel like this person is a coon and that you should tell them such in an intellectual debate as far as spirituality is concerned. And it's intellectually disingenuous because really y'all going the same way because it's all symbolism. If we want to start from a root to start deprogram the minds of all black people and stuff like that, you got to meet them where they are at. And if you meeting them from the Abrahamic faith on a different level to say F God and burn the Bible and stuff like that, but you're using parables and metaphysical concepts to try to explain to people only, to try to explain your dark side and your EFI and stuff like that. I haven't really seen y'all use any type of African spirituality as a basis for y'all, any of y'all claims, as a parable or as a metaphor or whatever. Y'all still stuck, y'all more stuck in the Bible because y'all just won't surrender to the fact that when you want to wake up the people, you might have to start at the Bible to just coming up with a deeper interpretation of it. Because I don't care what anybody say. I don't necessarily agree with everything Hebrew Israelites have. I don't necessarily, but they soldiers for real. They not docile. Okay. Even though a lot of them waiting for Jesus, you can probably convince them to go out on the front lines, because even the way they stand up on them corners, they look like they'll slap the shit out of the white man. And they have, and they will. Them white men cross that line. Oh, they about that life. They'll go to jail for this. But y'all will quote their scriptures. You will quote the scriptures and stuff like that, and then be like, burn the book. But y'all using those stories. Y'all talking about the Tower of Babel and stuff. It's too much nonsense, yo. It's too much nonsense. We ain't going. And if you think trying to say anything to Black Sun while trying also disrespecting Black Sun platform, because you keep trying to say he an insult because they excited because I'm over here. No, nigga, they excited because I'm interested. I'm funny. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I instigate and I troll a lot or whatever, but even I'll troll and instigate a debate between Yanga and Black Sun and then make it interesting. Because Yanga don't agree with everything Black Sun say for real. You ain't even pay attention, Lex, that when you was over here or whatever, I was agreeing with most of the shit you was saying when you was up there. But you came up on the panel still to disrespect me. Like, Okay. Okay, that's where we at with it. That's where we at with it. All I'm saying is, nigga, yeah, you not. Younger said you fun. You already know I had to, because y'all made me mad when y'all tried. And then I was like, and not for nothing, you already knew, Yanga, I was going to address this when somebody tried to say that we the argument league. Like, we got doctors over here and stuff like that. Like, no, that whole situation was toxic. Okay. And I don't get messy every day. Black sons see that. Black sons see I want to diffuse a lot of the situations. And that's what I mostly did over here. Yeah, it is live. Of course, I'm live again. Irky as hell. I forgot a whole live stream schedule. And no, my live stream is not about this. That last live stream is not about the situation. This live stream is about the situation, because I'm just like, I don't like when people say that. Exactly. Like, listen, that's the only point they'll make. You don't hear no African proverb. You don't hear no you don't hear nothing. You don't hear no stories. You don't even hear no comedic stories or whatever. And I'm like, damn, did you ever read it? Younger said I knew you was gonna address it. Yeah, but you think you could convince this grown man to how to control his platform? Why are you letting her do this? Why are you letting her bring out my terrible talking points? Why are you letting her bring out the fact that we act like Jehovah's Witnesses? Why? Just whining, bro. Just whining. I wasn't even like my listen. My last, and I know what he's talking about when he said bitter. I think he probably seen the scheduled live stream. That live stream was not about this situation. The emotional wreck ass bitch was about. See, y'all got me cussing in front of my kids. Let me go in this next room. That live stream was about me addressing single motherhood. Okay. It was about me addressing single motherhood, and I named it Emotional Wreck Ass Bitch because I was going to review this video that I had on my own personal page or whatever. My homeboy Rudamp, I forgot what live stream he had. This is the dude I was just telling y'all about. But this shit was so good because the way he had described the toxic side to how single motherhood happens in the Black community, right? And I just wanted to just quickly review that. Whatever. Like, I think that's what he thought. That's my only thing I can think about. But sir, you bringing it back up and it's messy because at the end of the day, y'all, didn't I say I was going to let this situation go as long as he hit that link? Didn't I say that? But whatever Rio and him had going on, yeah, I was going to hit the link for Rio and be like, yeah, Rio, I can relate. But yeah, y'all, this is the last time I'm addressing this. Like I said, I'm not going to be messy anymore. Dark side is over here. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? I'm not going to talk about the situation anymore. But when it comes down to Rio, motherfucker, I wasn't going to let you lie on that Black man because you have a pattern of behavior. Do not get fucking mad because my situation plus Rio's situation is basically letting people know that you are a bitch ass nigga, and that's how you act. Well, really, I don't think you're a bitch ass nigga. You act like a bitch ass nigga. I think that's an act too. Just like how Ganga said y'all act like y'all believe in y'all shit and y'all dark side philosophies. Y'all, you really don't. You feel what I'm saying? I really don't really believe you're a bitch ass nigga. I believe you're acting. You're a good actor. Okay, you can't even do that right. The bitch ass niggas I know is actually successful in their bitch assness. They actually good at trolling and making people mad and provoking people or getting people to shut the fuck up. You can't do any of that. Okay, sir, pick a struggle. And that's all I wanted to say. Peace out.